This is a market update for what we're about to finish up Q3 2024. So everyone's talking about two things right now. The market is absolutely different for sellers today than it has been over the past few years. The amount of new inventory that has increased in all these sub-communities and tiny little neighborhoods, meaning you might have had 0 homes for sale or 1 home for sale in these tiny little sub-communities, and all of a sudden 4 homes came on the market. Buyers are not as, let's say, in a hurry because they're seeing that inventory is increasing and the homes just aren't selling as quickly as possible. I'm getting a lot of articles from my clients and my sellers specifically sending us articles saying, hey, look, it says home prices are still increasing. And I think something important to note is, yes, they are, but here's the real secret. Good properties, the premium views, the new construction, the newly renovated, the ones with the best floor plans, the ones that have the amazing backyards, those are the ones that are selling. And yes, they are selling still for new record high prices. You got the other, what I call kind of average homes and even below average homes in every neighborhood still just sitting, days on market. When they don't close, you don't have a new price per square foot average, you don't have a new final sales price to post, and therefore the ones that are actually selling, which I call kind of the all-star properties, the premium ones, the unicorns, however you want to call it, those are the ones selling in today's market. Have sellers been spoiled? Absolutely. Do buyers kind of at some point have drawn a line in the sand, saying they're not just bidding up on every property anymore? They're developing something called patience, and that really hasn't been something we've seen in the marketplace. It's really because the market has given us more options for buyers. There's actually, in some cases, less buyers in a particular buyer pool based on neighborhood and price than there was a few months ago. Now, here's the important stat. There's only 1 home in escrow out of all 11, and that's about 10%. You can go into Corona del Mar, Newport Beach, Laguna Beach, many of these neighborhoods, and see about 10% of the inventory is under contract or has an accepted offer, while about 85 to 90% of the active inventory is still out there for sale. Things aren't selling in a week, a month, 2 months. We're even seeing some homes sit for 4 and gosh, the dreaded 6-month period. But you've got to actually put some work in now. You've got to, number one, make the property presentable. It's got to show like as if it's turnkey. That's number one. Number 2, it's got to be priced right. And number 3, it's got to have the right marketing strategy and the right negotiator involved. I can tell you in general, sellers are in shock right now because they have gotten used to and somewhat spoiled on the process of you list it, it sells itself. It's not the case anymore. Again, we're not preaching doom and gloom here. The market's not crashing. All that's happening is that record low inventory and hyperinflated demand. That scenario has changed to more of a normalized market. The buyer has options. So now the leverage and really kind of the trajectory of how the sale is going to happen is more critical on planning and execution. What we do at the Daftarian Group is we treat every listing different. It's hard to quantify our value add, but really it's the experience that we offer. It's the billions of dollars of real estate that we sold. Our clients don't care if we're number 1 or number 10 or number 90. They care about the advice we're going to give them on that particular property. Our advice is going to make all the difference, and it does. You can still get a record price sale. You can still sell very quickly. You can still sell with ease if you do the work up front. That's why hiring a team like mine, the Daftarian Group, is gonna make all the difference because you know how to price the property. Really, what do sellers hire us for? To get the highest sales price in the shortest amount of time with the best overall experience. So that's our market update here for almost, I think, Q3 here 2024. People are calling us to find out off-market information, really what their home's truly worth in today's market. And if they want to go for that kind of upper price echelon, what their house needs to look and feel like, those are the reasons to contact us. We're always here. We're just a message, phone call, text, and way.